Hi everyone, and welcome to the training session on how to use Evernote to create student portfolios. When you open up the Evernote app, you'll probably find that you'll have the full list of all of your notes. However, to control where you want to go, simply click or drag down the elephant icon at the top of your screen. This will bring up a lot of features. Across the top, you will find any recent notes that you have created. You can simply select those and start to edit them. You'll also find you can track your notes by the place that you were when you created the notes, any tags associated with notes, which I'll explain later, different notebooks that you might have, and then all of your notes. For now, we're going to go into the Notebooks feature so that you can see how you can organize your notes when you create them. You can see that I already have a number of notebooks that I record against. If I open up my Year 8 English notebook, I might choose to create notes for different students in the Year 8 English class. To create a new note, I simply select the Addition button at the top right hand corner of the screen. A new note appears. I might want to title this note by the name of the person who this note is about. I then might want to create some text about that person. Once I have done that, I can then choose to add a picture. I can select a picture from pictures that I've already taken. I can choose to select an audio file. I can trash this if I've made a mistake. I can find out information about the note I've created, or I can even forward this note on. Today I'm going to show you how to use the audio device. So if I select the audio button, what that will allow me to do is create some audio that's already recording what I am saying. You might want to use this for a conversation that you're having with students, or that students are having with each other. When you want to finish recording, simply select Done, and the recording is now saved. You can choose to review that recording, or you may wish to select the recording to listen to it again. You can also select the I button. When you select that, it tells you that you have not yet selected any tags. To do that, there is a whole lot of tags I already have there. You can create a new tag, and it might be that this was towards their assessment 1. Once I have created a tag, it will now save that tag for me for later use. I can then go back, and it has now created that tag Assessment Piece 1. If I exit out of that, it will show me any notes that I've taken in Year 8 English. I can also search for notes if I end up with a large display of notes within this notebook. Because I've already created another note where I took a photo of his work, you can see that there were 2 images there. However, I realize that this second image is probably not his, and I wish to change it to somewhere else. To do that, I simply hold my finger on the selected picture, which opens up the image, and then using the button at the bottom left hand corner of the screen, I can now select to copy that image, close that out, and I realize that that particular image should be in a new notebook where I teach my Year 1 students. So now within Year 1, I'm going to open that up, create a new note, and realize that that was for Jamie's brother, Jimmy Jones. If I want to edit the body of the text, I simply do so, and if I hold the screen, I select paste, and now that picture has now been added to that particular area of the screen. As I mentioned to you earlier, you can tag notes and then search on those tags. If again I use the elephant symbol at the top left hand corner of the screen and swipe down, again it shows my most recent notes I have created, but now I'm going to select tags. Within that I can look for all sorts of things, but today I'm going to look for assessment piece 1, and it will bring up any notes where I use the words assessment piece 1. I may also wish to look for places. If I'm in different places around Australia, it will show me exactly where I took all of my different recordings, which is useful if you're working across multiple campuses or at various schools. Also, when I'm working with my notebooks, I might choose to actually create notebooks for every student in my class. This is particularly useful if I'm working in a primary school where I would only see one class for the entire year. That way, within that particular notebook, I would be able to create a series of notes just based on that particular child alone. When I want to search notes, I can also do that based on what's inside the text. To show you an example, I'm going to create a note here. And I'm going to say that this was today's lesson. And here, Jimmy performed well on his test. And that note is now saved. When I go to search for notes, if I search for the word test, it not only searches in the title of my notes, but it will also search in the body of whatever I wrote. Because in this particular case, I search for the word test, which is not the title of the note, but I used the word test when I was typing information about him. When I open up that note, it also highlights the word that I was actually searching for. So it makes searching very, very easy when you're going back to look for particular things. This is also particularly useful when you're in a parent-teacher interview or student-to-teacher interview, or you may be discussing a particular student with other teachers. If you have purchased the premium version of Evernote, you'll also know that you can actually share your notebooks as well. To show you how to share your notebooks, I'm going to do that in another tutorial where I show you how to use Evernote when you're on your laptop or PC. Thank you.